Good afternoon. It's drive time with Dave. I'm the driver. I'll be your driver. I am the crazy wore off from this morning, so I'm not. Hello, camera. I got a. So the crazy's gone. I'm back. I'm no longer Crazy Dave the driver. I'm just Dave the driver. So today was a non-eventful day. I managed to work for 4 hours. I know nobody wants to hear that. Everybody else is going to be working 10, 11, 12 hours. I'm working 4 hours. Keep in mind, 20 years it took me to get to the point where I do not have to work but 4 hours. And I probably don't have to go to work at all. I could play hooky a couple days if I wanted to. I'm reminded of goals. What are we working toward? What do we want to accomplish? I will continue with the beating that I had, the berating, the belittling, the torture that I received from people who have clearly no good understanding of what we're trying to accomplish. The reason I'm bringing this back up is the goals. The goal is to make money and have a better life. Now, I'm not saying it takes money to have a better life, but in this exact instance, we're going to talk about making more money to have a better life that money provides. I was provided a quote today by a subscriber that I liked. That money, I'm going to trash this too. I can see it. Money is the vehicle that can get you where you want to go, but you're the driver. I suppose in this case, I'm the driver. Very fitting quote by, I want to say it was Anne Hesh, right? I almost paid attention. Our goal for this moment in time is to start making more money. And it's all the little things that we're going to do it. And then we have our long-term goals, our long-term plans, what we're trying to accomplish, what we're trying to achieve. Sometimes we lose sight of all those things. If you had your button pressed enough today, I'll shake your hand, because I know you know exactly how I felt today. Got my button pressed just enough. But it doesn't change my level of motivation. Even though I only worked 4 hours, I was only at work for 4 hours, but it never actually ends. As you've seen time and time again with my videos, I continue. Even when I leave work, I'm still motivated. My desire to make money never changes. I love money. And when I'm sad, I start thinking about money, and there it is, the biggest smile ever, because that's money makes me smile. People say you must be so lonely with all your money. What? I don't even know what that statement means, man. I'm not lonely with money. It's not like I only have money, and I probably don't even have that much by comparison. So I'm not lonely. I have a wonderful family and lots of friends. I would have a wonderful family and lots of friends with no money. I made the choice to work hard to make it. And people out there forget that it takes time. I was told that I hide behind the money, that I flaunt it to, how'd they say it? To make up for some inadequacies or something. I was like, I don't even know. I don't understand the words that are coming out of your mouth, because I'm not flaunting anything. And frankly, It's difficult to take advice from someone who says, I'm doing very well for myself, and I can provide you information, or I can offer you information, or I can offer you insight and guidance. I could be a mentor, but you don't actually make any money. Well, folks, I'm here today because I want to make money, and I love buying and selling to do it. And I think everybody that's watching, they want to make money too. So for all those resellers out there, it's time for you to put up. Show us what you've got. I hope everybody, all my subs that watch this video, will be like, all right, all you resellers, it's time. If you're going to be successful and you're going to talk about success and you're going to say you're making money and you're providing guidance and you're offering inspiration and motivation, but none of that comes to fruition. None of it happens. You don't actually accomplish it. Today, first, we have to be motivated. We have our motivation, and we have our guidance, and we have our direction, and we know what we want to achieve, no matter who pokes at us and presses our button, or some of you may have multiple buttons. I personally only have one, and it's not even a real button anymore, and I'm kind of sad about that. That they made my button is not a button anymore. It's a fake button. I relate it to myself. I have a fake button now. As everything changes, we've always got to be prepared for change. And with that change, they changed my button. That change comes in many forms. The change comes when I have to change all the policies and procedures, the material handling, inventory controls, because we've brought on a new product line, or I lost a product line through a mishandled distribution agreement, or a failed wholesale agreement, or the manufacturer couldn't come through with the product any longer. Maybe I failed on my side because I violated MAP pricing. Yeah, I laugh at them. I always laugh, and I'm always prepared for the change. And that's what we're here for. It's what it's all about. You've got to be able to accept the change, good or bad. There's always change. People that fail to accept the change, take the appropriate steps to move forward or sideways, to get out of the way, to protect yourself, protect your family, got to keep making money. And that's what it's always about. I'm always prepared to accept the change, good or bad. And I make a lot of sideways moves because I can't always move forward, but I refuse to move backwards. So I'll bring on products that we may or may not make a lot of money on, or I'll bring on additional products that just are a straight pass-through. But it keeps me in the good graces of the distributor gods and the wholesale genies and all those people out there that make it all possible. Sometimes we have lots of inventory and we may not always make money off of it. When we started, we were going to make money off of it. Market conditions change, supply and demand. And suddenly there's more of that material than there are people that want it. So what's going to happen? It's going to devalue, and it sits there. And then people come along and go, oh my gosh, you've got all this money tied up in that inventory. Well, no, actually I don't, because I average it down because I'm still making money. If I stop making money and I don't sell anything, oh, that will be a video for another day. That'd be a bunch of videos, I think. Or maybe I couldn't even turn the camera on. I doubt that. I think it'd make for a good video. I actually don't want to know, though. I don't actually want to know the day that I go, well, guys, here's that day that we were told, oh my gosh, I don't even know where to begin, but there's no more sales. I'm going to start all over again. I'm going to work to find new products. Oh wait, I do that already. I work to find new products. We were talking about books earlier. I'm very excited about the books. I have not got the book list yet. Gary wasn't in. And I really want to talk to him right now. Only, hey, I got 1,000 of my closest friends here, and we want to know what books we need to start buying and selling. He's going to be like, I'm 1,000 people? Absolutely. I'm going to share all the information you give me. I want 1,000 of us to start buying and selling profitable books. Because that's what we want to do. Because we want to make money. We like making money. So, we've explored the change and what we're prepared to face. And we are motivated. We are motivated to face that change and face all the things that come with it. Because when you get what you want, you get everything that comes with it. You get the change, you get the money, and you get the problems. You can't have money without problems. I think even if you won the lottery, you're still going to have problems. You're going to have a lot of problems. You're going to have people coming up beating on your door every day that want your money because they think, well, you got it for free and you'll be willing to give it away for free. And a lot of times that is true, that people that win the lottery end up giving it all away. But that was a video for another day. Or wait, that was a video I already made. And it just cracks me up because I was reading an article about another lottery winner that gave all their money away. Like, I don't get it. Do you not know how much money you've got and that you can't give it all away? I don't know. Like, if you made that money, you'd be like, well, I don't want to give it away because I've made it. But because somebody else gave it to me, I'm just going to give it away and then I won't have any money and it won't matter. I think it will matter. I got to be honest. It's going to, I don't even know. I don't know where I was going with that part because it was ridiculous. I read a couple of articles today and they were so unimaginative that I was like, what have I even read? It didn't even make any sense to me. So now I'm taken back to the change. The real reason that I'm talking about change is I have an employee that can't seem to change. So as we've brought on new products, we've brought on more business, and we have to change all the material handling. We have to change our receiving, and we have a priority receiving line, expedited receiving, and now we've had to add on an expedited shipping. This one employee, he doesn't want to do it. He's just like, I'm not doing it. I mean, I swear, I go out there and the guy's just like, I'm not going to do it. I'm not willing to make the change to keep my job. That's what I feel like he's saying to me. I'm like, did you just tell me that you refuse to change? He's not saying I refuse to change. I just go out there and go, listen, here's how we're doing it now, and here's the written procedure. And then tomorrow, it still doesn't get done. So today I went out there, and you can tell from my earlier video, I was in crazy Dave mode, and I go out there and I'm like, so you're still not following the procedure. Well, let me fix it. So you want to fix the problem after the fact. How about you do it right from the beginning? That would be great. If you could just do it right from the beginning. And he goes, well, let me just fix it now. I know I just said some words to you, and that's exactly what I said. I know I'm actually speaking to you now, and I'm saying to you to do it right. Follow the procedure. He repeats himself again. Well, let me just fix it now. There's nothing to fix now. This was yesterday. The product's already come and gone, and you didn't follow the procedure. So, the end of the conversation, he turned around and walked away. And other employees it was kind of a meeting thing, and then it turned into a direct attack on him. Now, I know that's wrong. I know it's wrong. Before anybody tells me it's wrong, that you should take the employee to the side and you should have a private meeting. So it started off as a meeting, and I had my stack of papers, and I'm like, here are the problems, and here's what we need to correct. And he's like, just give me the papers, I'll fix it. I hadn't told anybody that the problem was his. So then he told everybody the problem was his. And so then 2 people look over at him. And I was like, well, we can't fix it now because it's already undone, and what I need everybody to do is start following the new procedures. Well, let me just have the papers and I'll fix it. So that's when the whole thing started, and it escalated because he was being very, very combative. And I was just like, wait a minute, okay. So are we straight? And he walked off. He didn't say he was straight, he just walked away. And I was like, well, okay. Maybe it's straight, maybe it's not. So what happens next is the key point to 16 minutes right now video. Here's the key point. I called a temporary service, and I will have another person there at 8:30 in the morning that will be trained by one of the admins with the correct receiving procedure. Well, then we'll see when Mr. didn't want to listen, that's right, realizes there's someone else there that is also capable of doing the job, because sometimes people forget so I got one person that receives, and one person that ships, and one person that packs. And so sometimes people forget. When you don't do your job, and you don't see another person that can do your job, you think, what have I got to lose? I can do whatever I want. I can come and go when I want, and I can do whatever I want, and nobody's going to do nothing about it, because without me, no one will be receiving. Well, as grand of an idea as that is, in this case, it's simply not going to work. And it's never going to work. Whether you are that person or you are in charge of that person, it's never going to work. Whether I have a job, whether I'm the employer or the employee, I still have a job, whether I own the company or not. And my job is to ensure that everything is done correctly. And my job is to ensure that all my customers are happy. And my job is also to ensure that all the employees are happy and they're all well taken care of. And so I take my job personally. When an employee is not doing their job, it makes me feel like I'm not doing my job. And I don't like feeling like I'm not doing my job. This is Drive Time, and I'm Dave, and I am the driver. I will see you soon.